week, right? So we've been talking a lot about disease and problems and supplements and things like that. And I think it's time to get back to basics, right? I think it's really time to start talking about what is innate health. What is health? I mean, how do you heal? And so I think that's one of the interesting things is that by today's standards, when you scrape your knee, the first response is likely to just go in and disinfect it, maybe put a bandage over the wound. But have you ever thought about the innate process that's happening in your body that actually helped it stop bleeding? The same one that helped it scab over and the same one that helped it heal. The bandage doesn't do the work. The truth is that your body, it took care of the wound for you. It was the thing that healed that scrape without you actually even thinking about it. So of course, disinfectants and bandages, they're actually meant to help the healing process along, but they're not what triggers the healing power of your body. Okay. And that's what I want us to get back down to. Even the blood you spill when you get a scrape or a cut, it's a clever natural defense by your body. And it helps your body get rid of the wound of any harmful substances that could actually cause infection. And then guess what happens? This process of swelling and scabbing and healing that comes later is all dictated by your body's natural health response. See, I just want you to understand what natural healing and innate health is. So, like I said, it's just like putting that bandage on that wound. Oftentimes we try to support healing only in the immediate area that's ailing. However, when you're injured, your entire body comes to the rescue. Signals are sent throughout the body to the blood cells that actually fight back any potential infection around your wound, and to the cells that immediately begin to reproduce, and they start to create fresh skin, and then to the brain, which registers the pain and actually allows you to favor the injury or prevent any overuse or added risk. So in other words, even a tiny scratch, it elicits a response from your entire body. And why? Why? Because your body was made to heal. And whether you place a bandage on an injury or not, that healing process in your body is going to continue. And so this can perhaps give you some insight into this big picture that we are so often missing. It isn't the wound that does the healing, it's the body that does the healing. Therefore, it isn't the wound that needs treatment, it's the body that needs care. So if we care for our bodies, giving them the support and the tools that they need to function, they're going to work and they're going to heal naturally. And I know idea isn't new by any means, but in the great philosopher and scientist Aristotle believed that in the innate power of the human body to heal long before the development of modern medicine and drugs and vaccines. It's been called by many names like vitalism or natural healing, holistic health, and so on and so forth. But however, I prefer to call it innate health, as it's just that. It's your body's intrinsic ability to heal and to protect itself. And think about it. We were born with cells knowing how to multiply. The cells didn't have to learn that. Our bodies know how to grow. We don't have to think about growing. Our stomachs know how to digest. We don't have to think about what enzymes to use to digest. Our hearts know how to beat. All of this without conscious instruction or thought from us. So think about this. Beyond that, our bodies, they instinctively know how to use oxygen to support healthy blood. They know how to filter nutrients from food and how to fight off bacteria and how to fight off viruses and other threats to our health. The human body has been called the greatest and most complex machine ever created. But we're more than that. After all, machines were made by man and we are made by nature, which is far greater, right? Without any interference or instruction from us, our bodies are created with the tools that they need, not just to survive, but to thrive. We just have to support that with that natural ability. And so our goal right now, and what I want to talk to you about, is supporting your body's natural functions. So in a vacuum, our bodies would theoretically be able to support their health without any interruption. However, I don't know about you, but I don't live in a vacuum. And we live in a world that's full of pervasive toxins, potential injuries, physical and mental stressors, and diets that often fail to support our nutritional needs. We face and wear and tear on our bodies, both externally and internally. And that wear and tear will eventually interfere and can and does interfere with our body's natural system of healing and functioning. For example, think about this. Toxins can disrupt the production of hormones, which are essential natural chemicals created by the body to support everything from mood and energy levels to strong bones and muscle growth. Too few nutrients in our diet, they can cause deficiencies, which then cause a wide range of health concerns, from poor skin health to a weakened immune system. And so while a computer or a phone needs to plug into charge in order to operate, our bodies are more complex creations. They need a more complex source of power. And this power, it's achieved through the core aspects of maintaining natural health. So as I said, we don't live in a vacuum. But the amazing thing about that is that we live in a world where we have autonomy to create a healthy environment for our bodies to thrive in. So how do we do this? Look, I'm a Max Living doctor. We do it through the 5 essentials, innate health, the 5 essentials. And there's a reason why the 5 essentials are at the core of me being a Max Living doctor. They're core chiropractic. There's nutrition, there's mindset, there's oxygen, there's exercise, there's minimizing toxins. And there's so much, and that's so much more than just a fitness mantra. See, the 5 essentials, they provide us with a framework for the different ways that our natural health can be supported, from our nervous system and spinal health to our diet and fitness levels. Each of these 5 essentials, they represent a key part of your body. And more than that, an aspect of health that can be interfered with by a number of things, such as injury or poor diet or the buildup of toxins. You just name it, right? So by breaking down your health into these 5 categories, we not only pinpoint the source of health concerns, but we also provide a simple, effective guide for all the areas that we have to focus on in order to give our bodies what they need to survive and thrive. So I guess the question is, yeah, this is all interesting, Dr. Osborne, but why does innate health matter? Well, look, we look at health as the absence of illness rather than the presence of physical and mental fulfillment. And I'm going to repeat that back. A lot of times we look at our health as the absence of illness rather than the presence of physical and mental fulfillment. And so as a result, the United States is one of the most unhealthy developed countries in the entire planet. We have these high disease rates, we have high obesity, we have high cancer, a high number of hospitalizations from preventable causes. And so when one considers that these statistics, in spite of our access to modern medicine, right, it becomes clear that there's something deeper in our nation's perspective on health that's at fault. At Discover Chiropractic, we hold that this fault is in the health perspective, is that perspective that there's a dependence on outside factors to fix what's going on the inside. As a developer of chiropractic, B.J. Palmer once said, we get sick because of something inside going wrong. We get well because of something inside going right. So in other words, the key to health is to look inwards to our body's natural functions rather than outward, searching for an external solution to a symptom. Look, innate health is the practice of treating a cause over a symptom. It's the knowledge that our health practices, from our diet to our mindset, will actually affect our wellness and our wholeness. It's the truth that our bodies, down to each and every cell, were created to heal. Look, innate health is your ability to positively influence your own wellness inside and outside. Guys, I just wanted to get that off my chest, but I just wanted to remind you, you're more brilliant and powerful than you know. And I think now that you know, then you can actually be well. And I think a lot of times we fear things that we don't know. You don't have to fear your body. Your body was created for you. It can do extraordinary things as long as it's not interfered with. There's a saying in chiropractic that says that the power that made the body heals the body as long as there's no interference. So look, as your Max Living doctor, let's remove those interferences so that you can go out and fulfill your God-given potential.